Woo. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I am getting myself together here. I am about to do some coloring, but I'm trying to get my desk and my area together because I still am in the middle of cleaning slash getting all of my stuff in bins and totes so it will be easier to move. Um, but we are going to do some coloring. We are. Just give me a minute. I also need to set up the chat because I haven't done that yet. Um, okay. All right, let me just move this back over here and then set up chat and we'll be good. Okay. I'm going to do some coloring today, but I'm also probably going to do a stream of maybe Infinity Nikki. I didn't get to play yesterday, so I am a day behind, kind of. I want to finish the event that they have going on. So I want to work on that, but I haven't played since the other day before work. And I didn't take my tablet to work like I normally do. Um, so I am definitely behind, but I will catch up on that later. For now, I'm trying to get chat up. There we go. Hi, Mandy. Hi, Marcus. How you guys doing? My Wednesday so far is good. I actually slept most of the morning. What was that? I slept most of the morning. I just got up a little while ago and I had my breakfast. And so now I'm gonna get some coloring done. And I pulled out my Mythographic books again. This is not my whole stack at all. I have about another 3, 6, 9. I have another 10 on the shelf, but I just pulled out 5 and I kind of want to hyper focus on these 5 for the first couple months of the year. I think I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. I have quite a bit. So I'm thinking of picking like 1 or 2 per month and just kind of working in. And I bounce around too. So I have a lot of my pages are like whips because I'll work on something. Well, this one's finished, but I'll work on something. I know I have a whip in the beginning somewhere here. I'll start working on something or I'll put a base down and then I'll come back to it. Or like this one, for instance, I started at work. This is the one I'm going to work on a little bit today, but I started at work and then, I just kind of bounce around. So for January, I know I want to work on this one. I also was thinking of starting one in Wild Summer, but I haven't touched this one yet, so I might hold off. So I might start off with working on some whips. Now, in Labyrinth, I was doing a color along. It was like a to music on my channel. But I think I just want to finish this one on a live with you guys versus doing it in videos. So I think I want to do that. So we can either do this one today or the other one. And then I also have a whip. I have 2 whips actually in here. We started this one on a live with my Albert Durer watercolor pencils. And I was using them dry. And I also have the owl page as well. So, I mean, this one's almost done. You have 50 whips. I honestly, I probably have probably double that. And there's nothing wrong with it, you know? I mean, sometimes we just get bored of a page and want to do something different, and that's fine. I know I'm good for that. I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna come back to this page. But I'm also learning to remember to write down the colors, because oftentimes I'll get bored of a page and I'll put the pencils to the side and I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll come back to it. And then I'll get tired of looking at the pencils not in the case where they're supposed to be. And I'll put them away before writing the colors I used. And then I get stuck because I'm like, uh oh, what colors was I using? So, um, I'm learning to kind of remember to write the colors down. And I usually just put them on a post it note or, something like that. Or I'll write them. I need to log them. I have like a little thing I'm working on. It's like a kind of like a little inventory type of thing where I'm keeping track of certain things um, as far as coloring goes. And I need to kind of go through and keep track of each whip individually and what materials I used and what colors, because I will forget, or sometimes I will move the post-it note and then I won't remember where I put it. So you have 47 in Joanna Basford books and a binder full. Uh-oh. Yeah, the whips are out of control, but that's okay. So this one I was using my Pablos and my Holbeins, and I put this one aside because I didn't know what color I wanted to do the books. Um, and I'm glad I wrote down the color of the pages because I forgot to color the inside pages of these. And I do want to add some gold. Like there's some like little pieces, like metallic pieces. Like here's a metallic little charm at the end of the bookmark right here. And then like, the end of the arrow and the lock on this book. And then I kind of wanted this thing right here in the middle to be some kind of gold. So we can work on that. I don't really know what I want to work on. I have the pencils out for that other page, but I'm like, I might as well finish that one. It's so close to being done. But I did start this one at work, and that's as far as I got before we got busy. But I was doing the 4-leaf clovers and just kind of basing them with pencil. I'm using my polys because that's what I brought to work with me, but um, I can do that. I mean, this one's pretty easy. I wanted to go through and put a base down for like the rocks and stuff, just like a light gray. Um, I wanted the main rocks. I didn't want them gray because there's like other little tiny rocks kind of scattered around, and I kind of wanted it brown, but then I was like, I think the gray would look better, so I think I'm gonna go with gray. So I can just go through and put a base down for that, and then find a nice darker green for these darker parts of that. So I'm thinking we'll work on that. And when I say we, I mean me, and just you guys are here to keep me company so I don't lose my mind. Okay. Um, so I have my polys here for the for the clovers, but I want a nice light gray for the rocks, like a cool gray, I'm thinking, because I also want the water to be like a light color. I'm not sure what I want to do with the sky. I wanted it a light blue, but I also want the water to be light blue. Like I normally go with like a really deep blue, like this type of blue, but I kind of want to go for something like this for the water. So I'm not sure on the sky yet. I'll probably do it last. Um, Hi Lynn, how are you? Does anyone know a girl or woman on here named Kitty's Coloring and Hobbies? No, I don't know that person. Um, yeah, so I think I'm gonna do a nice, maybe a neutral gray. I like the neutral grays. So maybe I'll go with that. I'll just put a base down. CGO20. Let's see. This is GGO20. Um, Here it is. Okay, I guess I feel like I'm not popular on my YouTube channel at the moment. Is that your YouTube channel? Okay. So I'm just gonna put a base over these. I'm gonna go with the gray. I originally was gonna go with a different color, but I'm just gonna base all the rocks in this gray. Um, it'll just kind of help speed up the shading process. These books are extremely detailed, and sometimes I'll do like a whole page in pencil. I've done it before, but also doing it with a base of watercolor or Mio 2s or my Albrecht Dürers helps. So, an alcohol marker. You can probably get away with doing it with water-based marker too, because I can't recall if I've done it yet in these books, but I don't see why not. I mean, they are streaky, but if you go over it with water-based marker, you should be fine. I mean, if you go over it with pencil afterwards, you should be fine. Yes, Linen Journals is your YouTube channel. Who is Kitty's Coloring and Hobbies? Can I rap like Foxy? No. Mm-mm. I am not a rapper. I cannot rap. I cannot sing. I can try to sing when I'm by myself, but nope. She's good. Oh, you can do both. Oh, that's good. Yeah, nope. Mm-mm. Now that I think about it, I think only a couple of us in my family actually knows how to sing. The rest of us will sing, but we don't exactly know how to sound good. um, I used to do karaoke with my mom and my sister after when I lived in California and I worked at the bowling alley when I was younger. And, um, we didn't necessarily sound good, but we just did it for fun. Yeah. So yeah, I think today I'll be playing some video games and probably because I want to play Marvel Rivals, but I think I'm gonna wait until my friend comes home from work and play with him, and then play Infinity Nikki until then. But I also would like to like do a deep clean to my kitchen today. So Yuki, what is that you have? You always have something that you are not supposed to have. What is this? A piece of plastic. Anywho, um, yeah, you can use alcohol markers as long as you put a blank paper behind the page that you're doing it on, because they will bleed through. Um, you can use alcohol marker, water-based marker. Watercolor works in here too, as long as you don't like super saturate the page. Wait until it completely dries before putting pencil on top. And I mean completely dry. Like I normally, when I am putting a base down, I will wait 24 hours. And I know that's probably excessive, but I wait 24 hours before putting any pencil on top of this alcohol marker. So yeah, Infinity Nick. Oh yeah, Infinity Nikki's pretty fun. I want to unlock some more outfits. I want to go explore. There's a place in the game and I haven't been to yet. I guess it's like the old Queen's Castle ruins or something. I don't know. I've been to the outside, but I haven't been inside yet, and I kind of want to go look and explore inside of there after I finish the main quest. Because I need to start saving up for the next event. I need to start saving my diamonds. I have, I think, about, I want to say 2,000 right now, but that's only enough for like 2 pools, and I'm gonna need more than 2 pools for the next event, I'm sure. So, I mean, not 2 pools, that's enough for 20 pools, but two, two button presses, because I pull times 10, and each times 10 is 12,000. 12, not 12,000, I'm sorry, 1,200 diamonds. So you don't like RPGs, but that one looks fun. Yeah, this one is more like, I mean, I wouldn't quite call it, it's more like I mean, technically, I think it is an RPG, but it's more like a cozier type of one. It's not like overly extra like some regular RPGs where, you got all this stuff going on, and, you die and you lose your gear and all of that stuff. And this one's more user friendly, like beginner type. And this one is more of a dress up game, because that's what they're known for, with RPG elements. I would say it like that. I don't think, I mean, I wouldn't call it an RPG first. I would call it a dress up first, and then like RPG. It's kind of like how you have games like Mario. Mario is an RPG, but I would classify it as a platformer and then an RPG. Um, when I think RPG, I think of stuff like World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy 14 Online and stuff like that. Now, those are RPGs, like actual full blown RPGs, um, because you get to make up, your person and you are literally building your person the way you want them to be in said world. So I think those are like actual RPGs. But stuff like Infinity Nikki, that's more like a puzzler and dress up game than anything. All right, I think I got all the rocks. Oh, I missed a piece right here. But yeah, I basically slept in this morning and oh my goodness, I feel pretty good. So I have like all this energy, so I kind of want to use it for like cleaning, doing stuff that I normally don't have the energy for, and then sit down and like relax and play the game and all that fun stuff. All right. So those are all the rocks. And then I think, like I said, I want the water to be a nice light blue. And that noise you hear is Yuki crunching on his treat, in case anyone is wondering what that clicking sound is. I was looking at I'm looking at this blue gray and this mint blue, but I don't know if I wanted to have like a green tint to it. I was thinking more something like this one to start off with. This is B220. Yeah, Mario Adventure games are pretty fun. All right, let's see. This all looks like, yeah, this is all water. So I'm just gonna, and this is going down pretty dark, but I think it's gonna lighten up. And I'll probably add some stickles or something to this water. That's another reason why I like the mythographic books or any single-sided book, because you can add stickles and you don't have to worry about waiting until you do the page on the other side. So what are you guys coloring today? Is anyone coloring or gaming? What are you guys up to? Or cleaning? I also haven't turned on my Switch in a while either. The last I played it was there was a shiny Rayquaza event in Pokemon, and I got that, and then that was the last thing. That was like end of December, very early. I think it was like end of December around Thanksgiving. I don't remember which, but the event just ended a couple days ago. But I already got my shiny Rayquaza, which is nice, which is a legendary Pokemon for those that don't know. And the shiny version is really cool because he's normally green, and the shiny version he's black. So that's one less shiny legendary Pokemon I have to worry about trying to hunt down, because they made an event for it, which is nice. And the new Pokemon game comes out this year, so I can't wait for that. I am all for it. Though I am supposed to be saving, but that is an exception. Um, I have not missed a single Pokemon game since they came out, so I don't plan on missing this one. So I don't, they haven't gave us a release date yet. They haven't given us anything except for the little teaser trailer last year. They haven't given us any information, so we've been in the dark since the teaser trailer, and the game comes out this year. I'm thinking we'll hear something um, next month for Pokemon Day. I hope, because the last Pokemon Direct they had, which is like their news outlet for Pokemon, they didn't talk about it. So I'm hoping that we hear something. I'm gonna do this blue because this looks kind of weird. Yeah, I'm hoping to hear something. Um, I'm hoping. All right, and I think that's a leaf. That's also a leaf. Okay, I think I got all the water. There's a new Sonic game I want to do with the new. Yeah, I heard about the new Sonic game. Oh, Borderland. Yeah, that game's pretty fun. I don't know what color I'm gonna do her. Um, this grass, I know I want it to be a little bit darker than the clovers, but I think I am gonna base it, so I'm not doing anything unnecessarily difficult. Um, I'm thinking I want it to be a nice dark green, so probably I'll start the base off with just a regular grass green, maybe. Or a vivid green. I think I'm gonna go with vivid green. My thing is though, like, I was like, do I want to base this grass? Because I feel like I might kind of get into these rocks a little bit. Um, no, I think I'm gonna hold off on that. But I do want to put a base down for these little branches, so I'm gonna actually pull out grass green for that. Do I? Yeah, I'll do grass green. I haven't been to Walmart in 3 days because Tuesday we got snowed in. Oh, you got snow. That's so cool. We didn't get anything this year. We didn't get snow. We didn't get any rain. I mean, not that it snows a lot in Vegas, but we didn't get any rain. Um, quite literally nothing. I am gonna like nothing. When I say nothing, nothing. This winter was a little sad. I mean, we got a bunch of wind, but we always get wind, so that's not anything interesting. Um, I was like, okay, no rain, no snow, no ice even. We normally get a little bit of ice. We got nothing. And probably won't for maybe we might get a little bit like in the spring. But I'm not holding my breath for it because this winter was pretty sad. And winter doesn't last very long in Vegas. So I was hoping for like a little bit of rain at least a couple days. Nope. Not a shred of anything. I was hoping to get snow for weeks. Yeah. Oh, I have a friend in Virginia. One of my best friends lives out there. Yeah, she was showing the snow. I was like, oh, so pretty. And meanwhile, we've got nothing. But I am looking to move. So my next move, I want to move somewhere where it does snow, or at least have a pretty winter where I can feel like it's winter and bundle up. And like it gets kind of cold here, but I just want like somewhere where I want to see the snow, and I want pretty scenery and nice weather. And when I say nice, I mean like, at least 3 out of the 4 seasons. I want fall to look like fall, and that type of weather, some snow. Mm-mm. Oh no. Ooh. Oh my goodness, not your back. I know that hurt. On the porch too, on the cold, hard ice. Mm. Yeah, so I just want somewhere with some cool weather. What's better than what the weather I've been getting would be nice. But you live and you learn. I know better than to move to another desert region. That's for sure. All right, so we got all those down. I think. I don't think I'm missing any. Oh, right when I say that, I see a little piece of this flower. Okay, I mean this clover here too. I think I got them all. Yeah. Okay. All right. Hopefully, I feel like I'm super zoomed out, so I hope you guys can see. So yeah, so when I based that, I let that dry for 24 hours. And I mean, it's dry, like I can rub my hands over it, but it's not dry enough for pencil for me. So I work on some of these clovers. So yeah, not much going on over here really. Work's been crazy. We have the CES convention out here, so we've been jam packed with those passengers. Have you heard of touch alcohol markers? Yeah, yeah. Um, I had, I can't remember where I ordered it from. I want to say it was like something a Wish. It was Wish. You guys remember Wish? Um, it was like I got one free from there, and they sent literally one marker for me to try. Um, and they had did it a couple of times, so I have like 3 of them. They were pretty nice. It was a chisel and bullet nib, But it was pretty nice. I mean, I didn't have any issues with it, considering it was only one color. So I mean, I can't say too much about it because it was only like one color. Oh no. Yeah, I know that hurt. I've fallen down when I lived at my sister's. I literally fell down her stairs at least once or twice a day, every day. I lived there, and then when I went to go visit last year, um, I actually fell again, or whatever year that was. I think I want to say it was last year, the year before last. I fell again, and yeah, I was like, why me and these stairs? And my nephew, my one of my younger nephews, he like grabbed the back of my shirt. He kind of like stopped me from falling all the way down, and he's like, Jaja, oh my gosh, are you okay? And I'm just like, yeah, I'm always falling down these stairs. And he's looking at me funny, like, why are you falling down the stairs? And I'm just like, I don't know. I told my sister, I don't know what's up with your stairs, but it was every single day. And it didn't matter what time of the day it was either. It could be middle of the night. You just hear thump, 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 me falling down the stairs. And you'd hear my sister in her room laughing, like, you fell down the stairs again? I'm like, girl. It was every day, nonstop. I was like, man, it's a wonder. I didn't have any broken bones or anything. But yeah. So trust me, falling, I know. And I'm laughing now. I mean, I kind of laugh sometimes then too, after like, the 10th time me falling down the stairs. You can't do anything but laugh. It's just like, okay, here we go again. And it was like carpet. So it was like really hard to stop. And her stairs, they only have like the railing on one side, and then the other side is the wall. So it's like very hard to grab onto something and stop yourself from falling. It's like once you start, that's it. You just might as well just let yourself fall. It was pretty bad, but I'm like, man, I'm tired of these bruises from these stairs now. And it didn't matter. Like, I would hold on. I could be holding on to the railing, and a misstep or a slip or anything, and there I went. So I'm like, whew. And then her husband, he'd be right there in the living room when I get to the bottom, and he's like, oh, Jazzy fell down the stairs again. And I'm like, why is nobody else falling down these stairs but me? And then I think my sister fell down them like a couple times, but literally every day it was me falling down the stairs. I was like, man, I'm not that clumsy. Like, it's got to be the stairs, right? I don't know. We laugh about it now, but I'm just like, there's definitely something wrong with them stairs. She still lives there too, so it's like my nephews be like, "Come on!" They'd be running up the stairs. They'd be like, "Come play," and I'll be like, "All right, I'm coming," and I'll be moving like 2 miles an hour because I don't want to break my neck. And they'd be like, "Come on, Jaja," and I'm like, "Yep." And I'm like tiptoeing up the stairs because I'm already knowing, and I knew I was gonna fall. I told her too. I was like, "I'm over these stairs." I said, "I know I'm gonna fall one of these days while I'm here." The first night, there I went. I was like, my gosh. My nephews are like, Jaja fell down the stairs. I'm like, oh my gosh. Hi, Ivy. I'm like, that's almost embarrassing at this point. Glad it's family and it's not like, going to a friend's house or something every day, falling down the stairs. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I felt like everywhere, even like, I don't know, like as a kid, it was always something with the stairs. Like, we knew like when we moved from Hollywood, that place was haunted. And when we moved, because we went Hollywood, no, we moved. It was Torrance first, and then Hollywood, and then spent most of my childhood in Hollywood, and then Torrance again. So, in the first place in Torrance was haunted, and we had stairs there. Um, it was kind of strange. I'm not gonna talk about it because I don't want it to follow me. But it was haunted. Me, my sister, and my niece. We've got so many stories to tell about that place. And um, in Torrance, no, that was Torrance. And then in Hollywood, there was we didn't have any stairs there, but we had like the way our room was like on one side of the house, and then my mom's room was on the other side of the house, and our room, like our, I guess half of the house could be closed off by a door. So like when you would have to cross the living room, and then once you cross the living room, there's a door that you can go through, and through that door would be like our sink, and then to the right would be the bathroom, and then to the left would be our room. But that door that went into the living room, every now and then it would just slam out of nowhere and close. And it was a very strange door. Like we didn't have any stairs, but that door was something else. And then it was like when we moved back to Torrance, oh man, that place too. And it's like the place my mom lives at now. And it's always something. I was like, something's going on around here. Something don't seem right. But she still lives there. But I told my sister, I said, it's definitely something going on in your place if I'm falling down these stairs every day. Something's following me or something. Because my goodness, I was like, you would think like after you've like fallen down the stairs or whatever you've done over the course of so many times, you would think like, okay, learn your lesson, do X, Y, and Z different this time. It didn't matter what I did, I was falling down those stairs. Hi, Taylor. I'm like, oh no, mm-mm. Tell her, I said, I'm need for you guys to move, and move somewhere where there's no stairs. But I think she's looking to move too. They were thinking about moving out here, but then I think they might stay in California but move somewhere closer to where her husband works. I don't know, but I have to tell her like don't move out here just yet because I'm not planning on staying out here. So um, I would like to move somewhere where there's nice. I was really thinking Seattle, but Seattle's so expensive, and then I have to like move where I can transfer my job because I do like my job. I don't want to leave the company. Much as I complain about the geniuses that I work with, the job itself I do like, but um, I want to kind of move somewhere where that company is still a thing. So we'll have to see. Hopefully soon. Like when this lease is up would be nice. But realistically, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to put the rest. Oh, you're making gumbo. Linda, are you sharing? Hi, Martha. Linda just drops in like, oh yeah, I'm making gumbo by the way. I'll be back. Gonna go make the rice. Mm-hmm. So these clovers, so this is what I mean when I say like when you start a whip. These clovers I know after a while are gonna annoy me, so I'm gonna have to take a break from doing them and work on something else. And that's what I mean when I'm like, oh, it's okay to have like, what are you barking at? Finish sunbathing, okay? Um, like when you have like a whip and you're just like oh, I'm kind of tired of this. I want to go work on something else. Go work on it. Don't lose your mind trying to do the whole thing. I did base most of them, so um, once I get bored, I have the colors written down this time too, so I'm not gonna just be like, view, hey view. I have the colors, they're written down. So, Yuki, every single time I start talking, yeah, and he's virtually barking at nothing, guys. So, because I know some of you are going to be like, well, maybe he's barking at so and so. Nope, nothing. Sometimes he just goes on auto bark. And then you have to like snap him back to reality like, hey, you're barking at nothing. And sometimes it takes him a minute to come to that realization that there is nothing and no one that he's barking at, and then he'll stop. And sometimes he just keeps going. It just depends. And so yeah, so anyway, I don't know, I'm over Vegas. I met some nice people here though, but I'm over it. I'm not looking forward to the summer. So I need to finish watching this anime that I'm watching too. I'm watching Black Clover, and I've only got like 10 episodes or so to go, and I'm just in the movie, and I'm just kind of dragging. So I might do that once I get off of here too. But kind of wanted these clovers to kind of like pop since they're like all over the page. Yes, it gets very, very hot, and it's getting to a point where I don't think I can bear the heat anymore. I'm as long as we've been here, I've been doing pretty good at it, but it's it's getting too hot. And it's almost like it's kind of like it's getting hotter every year it seems like. So I don't know. I don't know if I want to deal with that. I keep dealing with that anyway. So I may move. I mean, I am going to move, not I may. Let me manifest that. I am going to move. I just need to prepare for said move because it's too hot. Move somewhere on the East Coast or something. It's a little further away. It's a lot of further away from family, but I mean, to be honest, it's not like I don't really talk to my family like that. So, they don't really visit when I'm here. So it's not like it's going to matter if I'm across the US. So I think, I don't know. I'm just kind of like weighing the different places I want to go. Naturally, it has to have an art store, a good one. And I want to move to somewhere that has a Kinokuniya, which is like a Japanese bookstore. I made that mistake of moving here without checking because they don't have one here. They don't have anything similar to it here. Um, so that was a massive mistake because the only time I can go there is when I go to California, and that's the only time I can go to said place. So move near, move near you. You'll feed me. Spoil the time. I feel like Linda. I feel like you're just trying to get me over there so you can kidnap Yuki. Yuki, you're more than welcome. I'm just saying. Ah, see, there I go, bougie. Yeah, no, it's an awesome store. That's where I get all like my drawing supplies from, and my pens and like my erasers and stuff. They all come from that place. But I moved without checking, and I'm not doing that again because when we got here, then I checked and I was like, uh oh. I was like, they don't have any kind of Japanese stationery store out here. I was like, that's not good. And there are loads of them in California. So I'm thinking like, oh, well, Vegas is like California's little sister, so they're gonna have some. Not a single one. All I got is Blicks. And the Blick I have is like, it's okay, but it's compared to some of the ones I've seen, it's not it. So, I don't know. But it definitely has to have one of those or two. I mean, two is cool too. California has two of them. So, but California is expensive. I don't think I want to move back there. Um, I'm kind of over California like I am Vegas, honestly. So, and honestly, more of my friends are on the East Coast. Like the ones that were, on this side and like they were in California, they moved to the East Coast. So literally most of my friends are over there on the East Coast. Now I made some nice ones over here in Vegas. Um, you know, and then the one that was here that I worked with, he moved to the East Coast. So I'm like, man, all my friends is over there now, and I'm like, the next time I move, I'm like, I might as well move to the East Coast because all my friends is over there. It's cheaper. The weather seems to be pretty decent for the most part. And I'm like, maybe that's where I need to go because, gosh darn it, I'm feeling like, it's not really anyone except for the people that I met. It's not really anyone over here. Like, all my friends are over there. So it's like, oh, you want to go do this, do that? And it's like, I don't want to really do that with the people that I just met because I don't know you like that. But all my friends are over there, so I can't do fun friend stuff because they're all over on the East Coast. Boston? Don't go to Philly. Seattle area has an Asian stationery stores. Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, Seattle. Okay, see now I'm gonna have to Google it, guys. Let's see where it's located. Kino. All right, tablet's moving like a little old lady walking down the street. Come on, tablet. It's doing its best, guys. Hold on. I don't know why it's moving so slow. Did I hit search? I thought I did. It's sitting here looking at me and I hadn't hit the search button yet. That's why it's moving so slow because you didn't hit the search button, Jazz. Okay, let's see. Um, let's find their stores. All right, and in the U.S. Okay, so they have one in New York. They have one in New Jersey. One in Atlanta. Ooh, the one in Atlanta looks massive. My goodness. They have one in Chicago. Where the heck is that at? Carrollton? Oh, Texas. They have one in Texas. Not moving to Texas. Oh, they have two in Texas. They have three, four in Texas. They have four of these stores in Texas. I'm not moving to Texas though, because Texas is hot too. Ooh, they do have one in Seattle. They have one in Seattle and two in Oregon. One in Portland and one in Beaverton. The one in Beaverton looks massive, but Seattle's kind of expensive. Oregon, I'm not sure about, but they have, there. Um, I know California has a bunch of them. There's like at least five or six in California. Yeah, San Francisco, San Jose, Santa Anita. The ones I would always go to is the one in Los Angeles and Little Tokyo, and the one in Torrance, which is near my mom. The one in Torrance is a little bigger than the one in downtown, but compared to these other ones, going by the picture, there's one in Santa Monica too. Going by the picture, these other ones are massive compared to the ones that I go to. There isn't one. I didn't see any. I mean, most of them look like they were over here on my side though. So neat for some of them to. Except for the one in New York, that's East Coast, in New Jersey. But the rest of them seem like they were on my side. So that's an issue. Oh, Atlanta. So the East Coast, New York, New Jersey, Atlanta, Chicago. All of the other, like, what, 10, 12 are on my side. So that's kind of a bust. It would be nice if they had, like, wait a minute, does it say shop online? I know you lying. There's been an online store. Okay, hold on. This has to be fairly, like, new. Because I don't think they've always had, like, an online thing. I'm not that crazy. But it seems like you can. It seems like you can shop online. Oh, well, never mind then. I guess I can just move anywhere. Anywhere that they'll ship to, I guess. Though it's not the same as, um, going in the store, touching everything. But I mean, I'll take that. I mean, I can shop online. That's fine. I'll roll with that. I guess East Coast it is. I know some of you are like, you are so extra, but I really like literally that's where I get all of my drawing supplies from. I don't particularly like getting like because you can obviously you can order it from probably Amazon, but sometimes like I call myself ordering um the Uniball one of the Uniball Signo pens, and I'm looking at the Amazon listing and it is showing the Japanese version of it, and then they send me the American one. I'm like, oh no. I'm like, this is not what I ordered. And there's a difference in some of that stuff. So I was like, oh no. So I like to be certain. I know if I order it from here that it will be the Japanese one because all their stuff is imported from Japan. So I know Taylor is over there just mumbling under her breath calling me bougie because I'm like being very specific, but I mean, if I can order it online, that's fine. I can, you know, I'll miss going in the store, but I do still want to go somewhere where there's a decent art store. Like Blix, yes, a big one, maybe, but also just like a regular art store where it's not like, one of those mass production art stores. I want one like almost like a mom and pop one, where you can just go in and see what kind of different stuff they have. One of those would be nice. But I need to figure out where I'm going before I get there, obviously. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'll go pick a vacation place and scope it out while I'm there. If you go over there's a university, often they have a nice art store. You know, I have a university down the street from me, and I have not been in there. Um, Sometimes like I'll be wanting to go in there, but sometimes I feel like, well, I don't attend here, so why am I, gonna go in there? But I have people tell me all the time, like they have like gaming tournaments and all kinds of stuff in there, and they like it's usually open to the public, but I just feel weird. Like I'm like I don't go here. Like how weird would I look just going in there? So I don't know. I'm sure there's one in there, because that university is pretty big, but I'm like, they have like they host all kinds of stuff. They have like Lego events and where they just bring out a bunch of um buckets of Legos and just build in tournaments and um the last one is where that idiot went and decided to start unloading on people. So I don't know if they're gonna have it this year, but I wanted to go look at the Lego event and I was like, well, that I know for sure that's open to the public. So I just want to go look, but mm-mm. Oh, just in the neighborhood of the uni. No, it's not. I'm literally right down the street. So nope. Mm-mm. There's a really cool craft store or scrapbooking store that I used to go to. That's where I go and get my stickles. But nope. There's nothing. Nothing, nothing. I want to try to go from dark to light and see. Just on this little piece right here. Linda's like, don't go in the university. Yeah, yeah, at the Lego event, because I think they have their Lego event like, and it's like in the student area, but then I think some of it is like outside. And yeah, he went, and I mean, I don't know if he knew it was a Lego event, but you know, he went, and I think he ended up, I forget how many he got. I think I want to say like four. I know it was like two teachers or one teacher and some students or something like that. Obviously, he wasn't right in the head or something. Apparently he had a whole list of people he was going after. I don't know. People are weird. Like you can't just mind your business and go on about your life. You gotta be extra. Hmm. Yeah, so I think I'll deep clean my kitchen first and then play some games because my friend doesn't get off until I think I don't know. I forgot 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, something like that. I don't know. That don't even sound right. I have to ask him. He's probably tired of me asking him at this point because I feel like I ask him every other week, like, "What time are you off work again?" But see if he wants to play the game a little bit before he goes to bed. If anyone plays Marvel Rivals, I've been playing that too. If any of you are into like the hero shooter games, people are right these days. Yeah, I know, right? Like it happened like a couple years ago, probably like maybe 2 years ago. I don't think it was last year. I think it was 2 years ago, and it was so annoying because I had to go to work that day, and they weren't letting anyone like leave because it's down the street. So Anybody who was trying to go past that area, they were turning them around. And I had to call my manager, like, listen, they turned my Uber around. Like, they're not letting anyone leave. I can't come in. They won't let me leave. And so I was showing her, like, where I lived at. I was like, I'm down the street from the school. They're not letting anyone leave. And she didn't understand it. And one of my other managers had to show her, like, where I lived at. And she was like, oh, she's like right there. I'm like, yeah. So, because, like, you can hear, like, I'm literally down the street. So you can hear everything that was going on. Like, and I'm just, la la la, walking down the street. And I'm like, oh. And I see all like the news people, and naturally they kept telling us to go back in the house, but nobody was really listening to that. As long as you were on your property or whatever, and you weren't like moving around and doing all the extra stuff, they didn't really mind. So I could see it from the parking lot of my apartment, because it's like we're down the street, and it was just crazy. Like, it was the police presence and the SWAT presence and the helicopters, and they were literally out there all night long. And when I say all night long, all night long, I was like, this guy just disrupted everybody's entire day. And naturally he didn't make it out of the situation, but I'm just like, you could have just not did that. you know you didn't messed up everybody's day. And some of these people are probably like, yay, I don't have to go to work. But some of us are like, hey, we gotta make our money, dude. Like, what are you doing? And he just ruined the entire neighborhood's day, and the families of those poor kids and teachers, obviously. And I'm like, people just y'all, like, what goes in your head when you're doing that type of stuff? I wonder. I don't wonder too hard, but I do wonder, like. And then just yesterday, well, day before yesterday, one of the DOA agents, which is Department of Aviation, I guess, I don't know if it was his wife still, or if they actually got a divorce or separated or what, but she left him for some girl, I guess, or they divorced and she got a new girlfriend. I don't know exactly how it went, but he's seen them together. He was driving, he's seen them together in the car, and he cut them off and shot up the car. So the ex-wife didn't make it, and the girlfriend, I believe, is still in critical condition at the hospital. Um, his dumb self, he's obviously in jail, but dude, if she already left you, I don't understand. Like, she's already left you, she's moved on, and I guess it was a if I can't have you, nobody can situation, maybe. Mm. But it's crazy because we knew the guy. And I mean, we didn't like know him, but we worked with him, we talked to him every day. And my manager sent me the news thing, and she was like, yeah, you remember the guy who is always on the card, and he's always talking to us, and yeah, he just killed his ex-wife and shot up the girlfriend. And I'm like, what? And it's weird because he would drive by and be like, oh, hey, how you guys doing? You would never think. And I'm like, no. And then she sent me the info, and I'm like, that's crazy. I'm like, you would never think he would be that type of person. He doesn't even look like that type of person. So we don't know. We know the wife works there too. They both do. They all do, actually. But we don't know exactly which lady was his wife, because we didn't know her. We just knew him. we think we might know who the girl the wife left him for is, but we don't know who the wife is. We can't put our finger on who she is. So I'm just like, that's really sad. Like, you couldn't just let her live her life. Like, she left you for a reason, probably, you know, and if she didn't, then get over it. But it's like, whew, I don't know. People who bring themselves to do stuff like that is crazy. You gotta be some kind of twisted to be out there just doing that. But anyway, um, I made a list of. I'm like trying to get back to the coloring conversation here. I made a list because some of my pencils are getting kind of short, and I need to make a pencil order here on Blick soon. Um, I do like getting my pencils from there. Not my Holbeins. I really don't have a choice but to get my Holbeins from there, though. I haven't found a Japanese store that sells just Holbeins. So once they get short, I'm gonna have to get them from there and pray that it's the same. I don't know if they're the same or not, but um, I need to place an order. I have some polys that are pretty short or getting short. The polys don't run out as fast, but I also have some Holbeins that are very short. My tan is very short. Um, my brown, I think, is pretty short. So I'm gonna have to place an order probably next week. I'll see, because I really want to get through some of these pages on my mythographic books. And I know I like to use my Holbeins and my polys in here, so I'm gonna have to re-up on those because my first of all, I always want, you know, my polys, I use those the most. So I always want to make sure I have those. Um, but my Holbeins, they go pretty fast. They go down pretty fast if you use them like I do anyway. So I want to make sure that I have those. And it's mostly just the colors I use the most. All the other colors are pretty fine. So I just want to make sure I have those. Okay, so I think doing these clovers from dark to light is a little bit less taxing on my hands. I have not pre-ordered it. I usually don't pre-order them because every time I try to pre-order a book, something crazy goes. It just it's always something. So I think I'm just gonna wait until it comes out and then I'm just gonna buy it that way because it's always something whenever I try to pre-order a coloring book. And I'm like, I've never had an issue with pre-ordering anything, but for some reason, when it comes to the coloring books, it's always some kind of strange issue. It got lost. It didn't go through. There's a back order. There's not enough. It's always something dumb. So I'm just going to wait, and then I think I'm just gonna buy it that way. But oh my goodness, I can't wait because the cover itself looks amazing. So I can't wait. And Kirby and Mythographic is something I'm gonna be hyper focusing on this year. So like for my detailed stuff anyway. Um, but you know, my easier books, or I call them my easier books, my less stressful books where I don't have to think too hard. Um, you know, they're here for when I want to take a break, but I'm gonna be focusing on Kirby and Mythographic. So I pulled out 5 Mythographics. As far as Kirby goes, I'll probably focus on the new one, and Mythomorphia will probably be those two. I may pull one more. Um, I do want to, when I buy that one, I am probably going to buy, um, see if I can find the UK version of Worlds Within Worlds. And then, when, because I think Joseph has a new mythographic book coming out in April. When I get that one, I'm going to try to find the UK version of Mythic World. That way I have like the UK version of these Kirby books. And then I think once that happens, I'll probably I kind of want to I'll probably end up donating or giving away my US versions even though I've colored in them. I'll probably like let my nephews color in them or something like that. And just start over. You're looking forward to? Yeah, I can't wait. It looks so detailed and so fun. It looks fun. Any Kirby recommendations? For a newbie, I mean, it if you don't mind the hidden objects, Mythomorphia is a fun one. But he also has compilation books, so you can get like one of the compilation books that has a little bit of everything from certain books. And then you can kind of decide from there which book you want. Um, like I have the one that I only have one compilation book from him, and that's this one because I usually get all his books that come out. So, all his main ones anyway. The only one I don't have is Geomorphia and Anamorphia. Yeah, those are the only two I don't have. But this one has a compilate like this. I think was from Mythic World or maybe I don't know. This one's from Mythomorphia. This one is from I think this one's from Mythic World. This one is from I see a random broom, so this is probably from one of his older ones. Or it could be from I don't know. And I feel like they should tell you which book it's from. This one's from Worlds Within Worlds, I think, or Mythic World. This one's from I feel like I've seen this one in Mythomorphia or Imagimorphia, one of those two, because I do have that one. This one's from Mythic. This one's from Mythomorphia. So it's different images. This one's from Alien Worlds, I think. This one's from Mythomorphia or Imagimorphia, one of the two. This one's from Mythic Worlds, maybe. So it's just like from different yeah, I get to do this one again if I want to. I'm not even finished with the first one, but really I would recommend if you don't mind the hidden objects, I would say Mythomorphia. Uh and that's this one. I also recommend that you get a UK edition because the US editions they just fall apart. So this one is I like the dragons and stuff in this one, and it gives you background space if you like doing backgrounds, but um it's just a quick little flip of that one. That's one that I'm working on. I'll get to it. This one too. But this one is one of my favorite ones by him. It does have hidden objects. They make sense most of the time. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes you'll see a random playing card in them. But this one's really cool. I like this one. I'm just going to... So if you're into like the mythical creatures and whatnot, this one's really fun. And then if you don't like the hidden objects, but you do like the mythological stuff, there is Mythic World. This one doesn't have any hidden images in it. And it has information about each one. Yeah, that's exactly why I didn't really want. The only reason why I got the one that I got is because Walmart's ridiculous self said it was a hardcover, and I thought I was getting a hardcover book, and they lied. So but um, that's the only reason why I have one of his compilation books. But other than that, I just get the regular ones. I don't get like the compilation books. They don't make any sense to me unless you just want to like repeat a page. I don't get the compilation books, but I want to focus on. I really want to do this one. I'm just being a scary cat and haven't done it yet. Foxy, hey, but I want to do this page. But that's a good one. And then if you're not into stuff like that, Fragile World was a really nice one. That one has animals that are like endangered or extinct. But I mean, I this one has animals, different animal. That's not an animal, but like different animals that are extinct. How do you know what the regular ones are? It'll usually say like, you know, um, it's a selection or a compilation on the book somewhere. Um, but his regular ones usually end in like something Fia. So mythomorphia, magimorphia, anamorphia, and then geomorphia, and was that a phantomorphia. And then he switched it up and went like fragile world, alien worlds, worlds within worlds, mythic world. Um, I forgot the name of the one just that fast that's coming out, but the other ones are usually just named like something else, I think. Don't quote me though, because I don't know, because I don't have any of them. But it does tell you though. The boot? Which boot? Oh, the sneakers. That's worlds within worlds. That's this one. You mean this page? This one, Linda? You want that page? This one's in Worlds Within Worlds, but I think it's also in one of his compilation books too. But this one's in Worlds Within Worlds. I thought I was doing something with this pastel background. It's a little choppy, but I do still like it. It kind of fits the vibe of the page, but I need those in an eye. Yeah. Oh, it is in a compilation book. I don't know which one, but yeah. I think I did this one in Polly's. I think I used a little bit of everything because um I think I used some water-based markers for some of it. Yeah, like the tops of the building, like the curtains and stuff. And then there's some glitter or something. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it, Taylor. The ones that are black, like a black background, those are like the main books. But I like this one too. I like all his books, so it's hard to kind of recommend just one. Because I'm one of those people that buy all of his books that come out, minus the compilation book. I didn't get Anamorphia and Geomorphia. I didn't get Geomorphia because I didn't like Phantomorphia, and I was like, that's dumb. That book is like paper thin. And then Anamorphia, I don't know why I didn't get that one. I flipped it a couple times. I guess I just didn't want it. It was like earlier on in my coloring. I might get it though. What? what am I drawing? I'm not drawing anything today, but I did sketch something in my sketchbook yesterday while I was at work, if you want to see that. But I'm not drawing today. Today I just did some coloring and 90% running my mouth. But I did draw this yesterday while I was at work. So I did a sketchbook page because I was in like a funk. The last like couple of pages, like this one I liked. I just need to color it, but I didn't really like this one. I feel like I made bow too big. And then this one was just like a bunch of me just kind of rambling, just random sketches. So that was like a nothing page because I was like trying to force myself. And then I was like, you know what? I need to take a break. So I took a break and then I did this yesterday. And now I feel a little bit better because I drew something that I actually like. Because the last couple pages I did not. So I was happy that that got accomplished. But how do you tell if you have the UK edition? They spell the word color different than we do. So if you look on the US one, you know, color is spelled color. But then if you look on the UK edition, ow, okay, hang on, guys. Oof. If you look on the UK edition one, their color is spelled with the U. So if it has a U in it, you're all good. And I like these better because they're, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's stitch bound and it's not glue bound. And I'm not really coloring in any of my US edition Kirby books right now. And I will gladly show you why, because as you all know, Mythomorphia is one of my favorites. And this is what's happening to my Mythomorphia book. So I have paused coloring in the US version because it is falling apart. And every time I open it, a new page falls out, and at least half the book is officially out of the book. So I got the UK edition, and I'm starting over in that one. But I mean, it doesn't make any sense how these pages are just casually falling out. And it's not like I was doing anything, extra. They just start falling out over time on their own. And I mean, just, you know, so it's not like, I wasn't doing anything. I'm like, there's no way I should be like coloring in this book. And every time I open it, like literally half the book is, okay, maybe more than half. Hold on. So look, and this one's coming out. You see, this is coming out, and all I did was flip it open. But look, half the book gone. So I yeah, they still speak English, Taylor. They just spell some of their words differently from us. um, they still speak and write English. They just spell some of their words a little different, pronounce them a little bit different sometimes too, but it's still English. Thank you, Gamer Frog. Yeah, so today I was just doing some coloring in Magical Earth, one of my mythographic books. Just coloring these 4-leaf clovers, and then I did a base of alcohol marker on the rocks and the water. Not sure on the background yet. I might do pink. I don't know why pink is calling me. I might do pink. Or um I feel like I always do yellow, but I feel like a light yellow would be nice. Yeah, I feel like they need to use stitch binding. And I think which book was that? Was it this one? I think I picked up one. I'm scared to look. Um no, I don't think it's this one. I think this is glue, just glue. I picked up one and I was expecting it to be um glue bound. It wasn't a Kirby book, was it? But I picked up one and no, I think okay, let's look because I'm pretty sure I ordered mine from regular Amazon. I'm gonna keep this Kinokuniya page open because we're gonna look at that later. Let's see. That's Amazon JP. So let's look for because I want which one did I say I was getting first? Worlds Within Worlds. Coloring book, right? So this one, that's the US version right there. So let's see if I type in UK. That's the regular one. So maybe some of them you do. Hang on, let's do UK books, right? So let's see. Okay, so this one's a compilation book. Let me zoom in because I know you guys are like, can't see nothing. This one's a compilation book. This is the US version though. So this has all the animals in it. This is Wondrous Animals. Um Ooh, look, you can get Mythic World Spiral Bound for 27 bucks, but nobody's doing that. These are US. Kaleidomorphia, I think, is a compilation book. Um, these are all. See, this is a UK one, and this one, because you can see the way they spell coloring. So that one's UK, that one. This one's a compilation book also. There's Geomorphia, but that's the US version. There's Phantomorphia, that's the UK version. Um, Here's the Spanish edition of Color Universe. Compilation book, compilation book. Here's the French edition of Worlds Within Worlds, but don't know if it's spiral bound or not. So I guess maybe they don't have it. Here's the Polish edition, but you don't have the UK edition on here. What is going on? Interesting. Maybe if I type in UK edition, um, that might work. Because there's this one. Yeah, we might have to look up Amazon UK. Well, that kind of sucks because I know I didn't get my Mythomorphia, my Fragile World, and my Alien Worlds UK editions I got from regular Amazon. So, um, okay. So now let's type in Kirby. What is this? We're showing. Okay. Okay. So I'm already knowing I'm gonna have to come here and probably order Dark Fairy Tales. Uh, I'll get it a little late, but it's fine. Um, there's Mythic World. So yeah, if you order it from Amazon UK, they're all here. But what I want to know is, okay, I'm gonna sign in. I'm gonna throw these in my cart, and I'm gonna see how much they would be. Give me a sec. Let me just sign in, guys. They want me to solve the puzzle, and this puzzle is like, oh geez, here we go. Hold on, guys. says my password is incorrect. Is it now? Do I need to make a Amazon a separate one? Okay, let's do this. Let's sign into regular Amazon and then see if I can change the country, because I think what it's trying to do. Oh geez, of course it's gonna send a code to my phone and it's not coming from an Apple device, so that's gonna be tough. We might go, well, I don't want to do that because it's gonna stop the live. I do want to know, we'll do it during the Infinity Nikki stream, I think. You got it from Target? Yeah, yeah, I really want to, because if I check the code for my phone, it's gonna probably pause the live if I do that. Now who told YouTube to? Okay, there has to be another way. Oh, verify. Okay. Hmm. Yeah, it's gonna try and make me send the code, but I really do want to know. Okay, maybe if I'm fast, I can do it. All right, let's hope I'm fast enough. Let's see. All right, hopefully I'm back. Am I back? Am I still here? Can you guys like see me still? If I wave my hand? Okay, good. All right, let's. Oh my goodness, was I not fast enough? Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. So now that I'm signed in, geez, can I change? I don't want to change the language. Oh, here, change country or region. Okay. Um, Dang it, is it gonna make me sign in again? I wonder if we can't have like the same email and password for it. Like maybe it has to be okay. Does it have to be different? Because it says it's incorrect, and I don't want to keep trying to sign in if it's all right. We might have to have. All right, let's just maybe we can throw it in the cart without, because it's gonna show me. Yeah, it's gonna make me sign in. I want to show you guys. And it's not letting me. Okay, I'll probably have to do it from my phone and then make a community tab post or something, because it's trying to force me to log in, and I have an Amazon account obviously, but um you have to make a separate one. Yeah, but it's weird because I didn't have to make a separate one for my Amazon Japan account. It's all under the same thing, so I don't know. Yeah, you have to log in and put the stuff in the cart. It's trying to make me log in. When did I first get into coloring books? I've been coloring like for a while. Well, firstly, I always colored when I was a kid, and then when I got older, I didn't know it was like a whole adult coloring thing. And I was in Target and I've seen like I was in the book aisle. I don't remember what I was looking for. No, I was in the Pokemon card aisle is where I was. And but I had to pass the book aisle on the way out, and I seen Kirby's book, and I think I seen a Joanna book, and I was like, "Oh, these are coloring books. These are cool." And then it went from there. Um, I'm gonna I'm gonna make a. It just doesn't make any sense. Let me try to. I guess I'll have to create one, which is strange, but we'll roll with it. That's fine. Um, I'll just make another one. We'll see if it makes me. All right. We're just gonna make one for the sake of. Okay. Oof. All right. It's making us do a whole. Hang on. Let's see. And then I feel like I'm gonna have to do delivery notes and everything all over again too, because some of us over here act like they don't. Let me be quiet. But yeah. So how? I wonder if there's a way. Um, because I'm still shopping. Like I wanted to add everything. I guess this one because it's a pre-order type of thing. Um, but I also want to see. I want to view this in U.S. dollars versus pounds or euros, whatever this is. Um, like there's usually a way. But see, I didn't really want to make a new one because, see, yeah, because I'm not able to use my Prime. So it's actually charging delivery technically. But just for the sake of it, we're just looking to see roughly. But I wanted to see also, because I need Mythic World. Add it to my basket. And then worlds within worlds. yeah, Mythic World and Worlds Within Worlds. Because I already have Alien Worlds. I have Mythomorphia, Fragile World. So the other and Mythomorphia, yeah. So the only ones I really am concerned about is Worlds Within Worlds and Mythic World. So, and then the new one. So in my basket, I have, and I don't know what this is in US dollars. Like, how do I switch it to? There should be a way, right? Like under my, hold on, under my account, it should be a way to, or, all right, so, I mean, what is that, euros? So we can just Google euros to dollar, right? So what was that? We'll say, what was it, 26.91? So we'll say 27. Oh, so it's about the same. It's not too far off, actually, according to this. So, because I'm pretty sure, is that euros or is that pounds? Let's do both just in case, because I don't know. My UK friends help me out here. They're probably giggling at me. They're probably like, what is she doing? All right, so it's either going to be, it's somewhere around 30 bucks. We'll say that for all three of those books. This is Worlds, Mythic, and the new one, which is not bad. Um, so if I go to checkout, obviously they're going to make me want to add a card and all that fun stuff. Um, yeah, so about 30 pounds or euros or whatever. But it doesn't apply for installments by who? Okay. Mm, Orders include VAT. I don't know what that is. But yeah, so, it's not bad. Because out here, the books are like what? 12, 13, depending. So it's at the bottom of the page. What's at the bottom of the page? The how to switch it? I know you lying. Am I losing my mind that bad? Let me see. Oh, ha ha ha. Okay. Yeah, and it's pounds too, by the way, not euros. I mean, it is euros, but also pounds they use, I guess. But I guess by default they have it on pounds. So we're gonna switch it to US. It is at the bottom of the page, so I'm a knucklehead. So, all right, for US, 33 bucks and 61 cent. And let's see with shipping and all of that nonsense. So about 37. So for three books, that's not bad. And then I'm if you have Prime and you're able to sign into yours, because I'm sure it's just something that my tablet is interfering with. Um, it's not quite letting me sign into my Amazon account for whatever reason. But if I do it from my phone, it'll let me, and I have Prime, so it'll probably knock off whatever they're charging for shipping. Um, so yeah, I mean, even with shipping, that's not bad. You get three books for like 37. Because if I go back, I'm scared to go back because it might not let me come back to you Amazon UK. But if I go back to Amazon US, right, and let's put those same books in the cart, right? And I'm signed into my account on this one. So we have Worlds Within Worlds. The other one was um, Mythic World. $27. Oh, that's for the spiral bound. Okay. And then Dark Fairy Tales. I'm gonna have to type in Kirby for that one because all kinds of. Hold on. Why is that one not showing up? It's called Dark Fairy Tales, right? Okay. So it's gonna be that type of day. We are going to look under my list then. Put it in the cart. All right. I've got something else in my cart, so hold on. Okay. So with my Prime, looking at 32.95, right? That's just with Prime. But you also have to remember that these are glue bound. They're gonna fall apart. Uh, so I'd rather pay the extra what, $5 or $6 and get one that's not gonna fall apart because these are all the US editions. And for that price, and then it falls apart on you, not it. So I honestly would rather get it from Amazon UK and then wait a little bit for it to come out and get to me. I have no idea, Ivy. No idea. I've been avoiding spoilers and flips and everything because I want it to be a surprise. I have no idea what's in this book. I've only seen the cover. But if it's gonna fall apart, like some of my mythographic books fall apart, but they're perforated. They're supposed to come out. The Kirby books are not perforated. They're not meant to just come out of the book like that, especially just from everyday flipping. I mean, I flipped this book about 100 times and it's not falling apart. So I'm like, no, I need the ones that are stitch bound because I don't need my books falling apart. Especially when I put so much time into it. It's like you put all that time into it and then it's falling apart. Pages are getting beat up. The cover's getting beat up. Like, mm-mm. I'd rather spend a little bit extra and get the one that I know is not going to fall apart unless I take it apart. So, but yeah, so anywho, I am going to take a break. I'm going to it won't be a long break. It'll probably just be like a little bit of a break and then I'll probably switch and play a little bit Infinity Nikki. Um yeah. So it's basically just kind of like a switch, but I need to like I'm gonna end this live. I'm gonna go use the restroom and everything I need to do really quick, and then I'll be back on to play Infinity Nikki. So if you guys want to continue hanging out and chatting about the nonsense of these books, we can do so when I hop on to play Infinity Nikki because I need to make some progress on that game. And yeah, so if you don't see me get back on, then it's probably because I either took a nap, fell asleep, and you know, I'll either be back on this evening. If I don't come right back, I'll be back on this evening or tomorrow. I'm definitely coming on tomorrow because tomorrow I want to stream my games. I don't know which game. I might stream Farm Together too tomorrow. So I might spend this evening setting up my microphone over onto my computer. I have it right now on my PlayStation, but I'm gonna switch it to the computer. I might play Farm Together too today. Actually, I'm kind of feeling that. Um, Infinity Nikki, I will stream that since I'm already streaming that tomorrow. I'll probably stream Farm Together too today. And we'll just hang out and we can still talk coloring and whatnot. But I did tell Linda I was gonna stream that game for her, so I need to set that up. um, and I be telling Linda I'm gonna stream games, and then I be forgetting, or it never happens. So I do want to stream that game for her because I told her I would, because I think she would like it. So I'm gonna do that sometime today. But first, I need to take a break and all that fun stuff. Set it up, and then I'll be back on. Probably like around. Just give me like a couple hours. I need a break. I feel like I've been talking and talking and talking, and my voice is leaving. So I'm gonna take a break, and then I'll be on to play some Farm Together too. All right, guys. I will see you later. Thanks for coming to hang out. Here's what we did today. Actually, I think this is pretty good progress considering I was talking the whole time. Um, Hydrate. Yeah, I got my water and I got my juice and I have my citrus random off-brand soda here, but that's been happening to my voice a lot lately. It's just been dipping out on me. But I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna charge up all my devices, and I will see you guys in a couple hours. We'll play some Farm Together too. Bye.